Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're safe and well wherever you are in this great big world of ours. And you can see the honeysuckle now is starting to make new leaves. And surprise, surprise, we're in Parkwood. Can you see the squirrels down there on the tree? You can see one in the distance, maybe, if you look carefully. They've been chasing each other because we're getting near the breeding season, and they seem to be coming down that tree. It's the other side now, and they are getting very exacerbated. You've gone across the path then, and angry with other ones. I saw two of them chasing across open ground, so they're having a good time, and they've been up in the trees and jumping across on it's just like a highway to them, up on those little branches. They're hopping around and running around just like it's a roadway for us, really, and I just love it. There's a blackbird up there digging up underneath the leaf mould. Lovely smell of leaf mould in woods. It's a sort of spring smell. Now, I have not been down this path for a little while, for the sake of the mud, but I put my big boots on today. Bluebells coming up, but not obviously in flower yet, but the bulbs are all starting to sprout. Lovely time of year. We often miss it because we're actually away. February and March, we're usually somewhere very hot. I say February and March. We usually go for about a month, 6 weeks, something like that. But at this time of year. But of course, at the moment, it's not possible. But it makes sense to us to go somewhere hot when the weather here has turned nasty. Although today is a very pleasant day. It's 10 degrees, which is it's actually the other way around. It's usually cold. I think this said today it's 8 degrees, feels like 10. I think it's because that wind. We've had a rather cold southerly wind for a few days, and now that has gone. Look at these lovely woods. They'll all be green in the not too distant future. I shall be able to show you when they're green. Hopefully I shall be able to show you a little bit more. Now, what's happening here? There. I did say this was managed quite well. They're going to be, there's trees with orange on, they're going to be taking them down for the health of the woods overall. They do work here and manage these woods very well. But I'm hoping that as nice as these woods are, I will be able to show you other places in the not too distant future. We've got the announcement this afternoon about what the plan is to open up, and I'm sure that the pubs will probably be and hospitality and restaurants will be last. Schools are going back on the 8th, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to travel a little bit so we can see somewhere else other than these. I mean, they're not bad, are they? These are lovely woods, but I'm hoping we can travel so that I can show you a little bit more than Parkwoods or near Parkwoods. And again, you've seen this before. That's where the badgers live. That's the badgers set. Just look at the mud here. Amazing mud. It's not your average mud, is it? It's really good mud. Quality mud. Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling the blood. So follow me, follow, down to the hollow, and there we will wallow in glorious mud. Here. Don't forget to take the tablets. That will that will soothe you after listening to my singing. If you need further medical treatment, please consult your doctor. I take no responsibility. You chose to listen. But I do have to say thank you, not just for those who have subscribed and those who have liked the video, rung the bell and shared. I also have to thank the number of people who have made some lovely remarks about the videos. I just think of them as rather ordinary and a rambling rambler rambling on. But they have, I think I'll go down here. But there's been some lovely comments of late. Somebody put this morning, glad I found your videos. It's fantastic, keep up the good work. So I suppose that means carry on rambling. So that's what I shall do. Yeah, this is Parkwoods, United Kingdom. And I'm still asking people who look at these to tell me about drones. I've looked up. I need to talk to somebody who knows about drones. If that's you, please leave a message and we'll have some sort of a dialogue. But I want one under 250 grams because then I don't have to have all the special licenses, etc. I do need a license to fly, but you don't have to do anything for that, and you can take a test. So I've looked up all that, but I do want one under that size. I want one that is got brushless motors, and I want one simply because I'm a new flyer. I would like one with a button that returns, or at least follows you and returns. I'd love those buttons, and I would like 4K. Now I've seen them. When I look up, I look all through the spec, then I find it's more than 240 grams. Or I go all the way through it, it's under 240, and then I find it's 1080, not 4K. So if you don't understand this, I'm really sorry. But if you do, I'd be grateful of any help. And the idea of a 249 gram drone. The problem isn't that you can't find any. The problem is you can find so many, and it's a bit of a job to know good, bad from ugly. So there is the issue. So hopefully, I have asked about this a few times. I did say, and come the new year I shall have a drone. Well, the pennies are all sitting there ready to, well, what the youngsters call today, invest. We used to just call it spend, because you don't get anything back. And I had this crazy idea that when I have invested, I actually get a return. Unfortunately, our daughter says, I've invested in such and such. And I think to myself, what a wonderful day. Right. No, I think to myself, what a strange term when you've bought something to say you've invested in it. I suppose as you've invested time in earning the money, indirectly, yes, you've invested in it. But it's not the normal use of the term. But I'm not certain that even matters. But but then this is the Rambling Rambler. I ought to call him the Muddy Rambler. Look at this again. Don't you just love hearing my feet squelch in this? Good gracious. Well, it's lovely having walks out in the countryside because we often meet people taking their dogs for a walk. And I met a lovely little doggy yesterday. Was very friendly. He was a year old and he was called Wolf. And he was a shepherd. What are they called? Something shepherd. Well, we're now going to go back through an estate, and I shall do another video a little further on where I'm keeping off the road a bit more than we have done of late because I put my boots on. So I will say thank you for watching. We're now well over 1,055,000 views. So thank you for viewing. And as always, how grateful I'd be if you haven't subscribed, if you would do it. So bye for now, and thank you for watching. This is the